You hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I like? Patreon.com/inkdependence keeps this channel ad-free. Hello folks, welcome to Ink Dependence. I'm Mike, and this is a box from Vanness pens. Let's get in here. I just ordered this the other day, and it just got here. I'm psyched about that. Oh, come on. Get in there. I keep cutting the box instead of the tape. There we are. This is going to contain an ink that I was very excited to get my hands on, and I think there's only like one place to get it. So, I ordered it. So, small-ish haul of things. All right, there we go. Cool. So this is the thing I actually ordered. The reason I went to the site to get stuff is this new Pennonia difficult to clean. Oh, I don't know about that. I guess we'll see. This is a new Pennonia for Halloween. They have had a Halloween one last year, which was, this one is Dracula with all the bats. This one has Tiefers. Chomp. This is pretty great. It's a good usage of this. Shake before use. This is Strigoi. Oh, that looks interesting even just in the bottle. Red pigment there. So this is a black ink with a suspended red pigment. This is a red ink with a black pigment. This one doesn't say like difficult to clean. I think you might have just gotten new stickers for that. I don't know how difficult this will be to clean. I'm gonna put it in a pen. We'll see how it goes. And you know, well, I'll let you know over time. I'm gonna do a little swatch here for sure, but I'm gonna give it a good shake first. That wasn't too hard to mix in. I don't think it'll be too bad. Second thing is I got some of these. I was really interested when I saw this in the like list of new things. These are Traveler's Notebook sticky notes, 8 blocks times 30 sheets, and there's a bunch of different kinds of thing. Oh, please set the clear cover through Traveler's Notebook rubber band or the connecting rubber band, which you can buy. Oh, hey, I didn't know about that. That's neat. Okay. All right, so you can put the rubber band through here. So Traveler's Notebooks are traditionally a leather case that goes around like this, and they have a rubber band that goes up the side, and this is so you can put that rubber band in there. Do I have one handy? I don't actually have one. I don't have one sitting at my desk that I can show. One sec. All right, I don't have a Traveler's one here, but I do have this relevantly similar Franklin-Christoph, the Franklin-Christoph Vagabond, which is a very similar sort of product. There are the rubber bands and that sort of thing. Well, not actually rubber bands, they're elastics, right? So, what you do is you stick this in here. Like this. Yeah, good. All right, cool. And now it's kind of in there with all your other notebooks. This one is wax canvas, which I guess has heated up a little bit, and some of the wax is bled onto the covers, but, you know, kind of who cares? Yeah. So... then now it's just kind of in there, and you can just like have that with all your other stickers and stuff. I imagine this will also work just fine with things like Rotorfaden, Taschenbeleiters, and things of that nature that would have like clips and such to go from top to bottom. Or there are lots of things that actually use this kind of situation. What's this? These? That's just sticky. All right, so we have several different kinds of sticky note. Let's just take this out. So I'm just talking about this. All right. Several different kinds of sticky note going on here. These are little individual flags, which are fun. And then these are individual flags right here. And then this is another type of flag. I like that it has the dark end to tell you which side is free. That's kind of nice. Then these look like book plates, like a thing you would put in the front of a book to tell you which thing, like whose book this thing is. I think that's neat. And this is just like a big graph type pad. That's kind of fun. All right, yeah, that's cool. I think that was a good buy. This was $10 for all of these, which is not cheap for sticky notes really. But what is it? 8 times 30, 8 blocks times 30 sheets. Lots of different little flags. I think that's pretty good. I think that's nicely on par with things that you'll get from Post-it, etc. And then there's this, which is a Kokuyo soft ring book. This was $6. I think the soft rings are kind of brilliant. I have some of the smaller soft ring books, but I've never gotten a bigger one. But this was $6, and so I'm like, I'm going to try this out. But this cool thing about soft rings is that these are not going to deform. So ring-bound notebooks are notorious for, if you throw them in like a backpack or whatever, they're going to get smushed and crunched, and it's going to be difficult to turn pages, and they're going to get like mushed like this, and all that sort of thing. Soft rings solve that by being soft rings. Which is, like, why didn't somebody think of that sooner, I guess, right? But these always work very well. This is the Soft Ring Biz Edge Title, 6mm ruled with dot lines. So I grabbed this one because it had the dot lines, which look like this. So they're lines and they have little dots in them. And the usefulness of that is that when you are doing things like this, you can easily make little blocks and things like that. Oh, it's interesting. It's got extra long lines here, and then like a slash. So you could do this. You could use this as like a few lines a day journal if you wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 days. That's like a work week right there. Or you could do it as a to-dos. This has a lot of different purposes, and you can block it off using the little hashes so that you know you're going in a straight line. Or you can get yourself like a little ruler, but it gives you like a nice straight line possibility. So I like that. I think it's going to be good. And also the paper in these is quite nice. I've never had a problem with these papers before. They always hold up to ink very well. And then lastly, the last thing I got here is a new TWSBI thing, which probably will get a video of its own in the future. This is the TWSBI ECO Glow Purple. Let's get in here real quick. Has some instructions about how to take it off and how to re-grease pistons and things. And then here's this. So we have the little bit of silicone grease in there. That's good for greasing pistons. It is not what you want to use for eyedropper ring pins. This is a sort of watery, runny kind of grease. It's good for lubricating, not so good for sealing. So don't use that for sealing. It won't work as well as you want it to. What does this say? Don't use alcohol. No alcohol. All right, yeah, fair enough. There are some plastics you can use alcohol on, but this is not one of them, it says, which is nice. I accidentally used alcohol a few years back on a Lamy Vista, and it totally ruined it. So if I'd left it in any longer, it would have melted the plastic. So this is the purple, which is a very nice looking color. I also have the glow green, which is their first glow pen, because, like, look, I wanted to have that glow in the dark thing. This one glows the green you expect. The purple one is supposed to glow bright blue, and I can't show you that right now because it's sunny and there's a lot of light, but I will try to put in a picture here of what it looks like in the dark. This one glows very brightly. It's really nice. And this one I think will glow really brightly and be a bright blue. And this is a broad nib on here. I like the TWSBI broad nibs. I actually plan on putting this Strigoi in this broad TWSBI nib, so we'll see how it goes. If it's difficult to clean, these are mad easy to clean out because it gives you a little wrench and stuff. You can take out this piston assembly. You can pull the nib and feed. It's very simple. You just put your thumb here, rest a finger on top, and then give it a tug. Gently but firmly, straight out, and it just pops right out. And then you can just wash wash water straight through this thing with no issues. And then you just put it back together like this. And yeah, away you go. Now you put these back together, always try to get this feed seated all the way down. Because if it is not seated all the way to the bottom, then you will have problems with the ink just kind of leaking through the front of the nib. Like it will drip ink. So if you have a nib like this on a TWSBI that is extremely wet to the point of like ink is falling out of the nib when you write, or blooping onto the page, look at it and make sure that this feed is seated all the way back as far as it can, because that is the most common problem. I see it a lot online with TWSBI Ecos. It doesn't, like, once you just like kind of push it back in, it's totally fine. And everybody's like, oh, that fixed it, because that's the problem. A blooping ink is always an air leak. You've got an air leak somewhere. All right, let's try out this Strigoi right quick. Hold tight. Let me grab a card. All right, this is a Colodex card. I really like these. These are my favorite thing for making swatches. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and ink this up because, like, why not, right? Why not? It's what's going to go in there anyway. Ooh, yeah, it looks dark and weird. I think it needs a little bit more shaking. Microfiber cloths are my favorite things for wiping the ink off of nibs and such. They are extremely good at sucking up ink. It's very nice. Okay, so this is... You can actually see the red already settling a little bit. This is going to be one you're going to want to agitate when you use it. Screw that down. Don't shake it with the cap unscrewed. That's a bad idea, Mike. Frankly, it's going to be hard to top last year's Dracula because I really liked that ink. This one, that is a dark, extremely dark, murky, I don't know, blue almost? Looks like some blue tones there. Interesting. All right, we'll see how this goes as it dries. Okay, we're going to call that good because most of it has dried. As you can see here, yeah, it's a little bit bluish over here, like a deep, dark navy. And you can see over the top of this a little bit of like a red coating, and that'll be those little micro pigments in there. Or what do they call them? Yeah, micro pigments. That'll be that red. I don't think this is as drastic as Dracula, which gives you a really cool red with like little specks of black. I think this will be much more subtle, but also very nice looking. You can see it in this little scribble up here, right there at the top corner. Don't see it so much in the writing, but you never know what'll come out. Yeah, down at the bottom, I see it. I see some of it. So yeah, really interesting, and definitely I think worth checking out. You can find this at Vanness. It is $13 for the smallish bottle, 30 mils here. And yeah, we'll see how this one goes, but I think it'll be fun. So there you go. There's my little Vanness haul. Thanks very much for watching and joining me. I will see y'all in another video. Or you'll see me in another video rather. Peace out. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, do the YouTube things. Bye.